Hello, my name is Wendy Bruff, and today I would like to talk to you about the effects from the loss of biodiversity in South America. Well, first, in order to understand this question, we need to know what biodiversity is. So the word biodiversity is a contraction of biological and diversity. The concept is a broad and complex thing, but that complexity is what makes the Earth the perfect place for humans to live, humans and animals. Biodiversity is the extraordinary variety of life on Earth, from genes and species to ecosystems and valuable functions they perform. E.O. Wilson, the noted biologist and author who coined the term biodiversity, explains it as the very stuff of life. So in short, biodiversity, short term for biological diversity, is the variety of all living things and their interactions. Biodiversity changes over time as extinctions occur and new species evolve. Each plant species and creature has a crucial role in the ecosystem. The organisms interact and depend on one another for food, shelter, water, and soil enrichment. Wendy?
Yes, Wendy. Why do we need biodiversity?
Well, Wendy, humans rely on biodiversity to survive. We are intertwined in a big natural system, and each element supports and enables all of us to thrive.
It is easy to see why humans need nature. We need fresh water, clean air, and plants and animals for food. But what we specifically need is biodiversity. The nature around us isn't enough. We need a natural world that is complex, resilient, thriving, and full of variety.
Continue.
Well, we need it because nature needs to be able to cope with change. Different animals and plants in a habitat help to make the place stable and sustainable. Small changes will have fewer effects, allowing it to keep providing us with what we need. Biodiversity and species richness. When talking about biodiversity, we often talk about species richness as well. Species richness is the number of different species in an area, a way of measuring biodiversity. Studying species richness helps us to understand the differences between places and areas. For example, the Amazon rainforest in South America is very species rich, as it is home to 10 million species. In contrast, the Sahara Desert is far less rich, with just a few thousand species.
What are the causes of biodiversity loss? Well, biodiversity is in trouble, especially in South America and across the globe, and its loss can refer to a local and worldwide extinction. Species and ecosystems can be fragile, so small changes can have large consequences. Unfortunately, we humans are endangering and threatening the food chain. When we are endangering animals to the point of extinction, we are hurting everything else above the food chain. This includes humans as well. It is vital to protect plant and animal species because all living things need energy in order to survive.
So let's look more specifically into my question. Well, because of the loss of biodiversity, we are now finding ourselves as a human race coming across the difficulties of lack of materials such as food, fuels, fibers, and many other things that humans not only need, but also just enjoy. Another effect from biodiversity loss is that the regulating climate, the negative impact that this is having is that it's getting harder to regulate climate, dispose of waste, and we are losing all our pollinators, which is essential for the reproduction of plants. The next negative effect, number 3, is that it is getting harder for us to support processes such as water purification and nutrient cycling. And number 4, one that I really appreciate, would be the loss of opportunities for enjoyment of the beautiful outdoors. Which I think, last but not least, number 4, the one that I just said, is possibly overlooked, for the loss of the beautiful outdoors would have detrimental effects, specifically to mental health and the human mind, which is also a huge current modern problem that humans must figure out a way to fix. And that concludes this presentation because my phone